everyone, it's Dianne at Minerva. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. And today I'm going to share a sew along with you for a child's bomber jacket. So it's this one right here, Ikatee. So it's a lovely little bomber jacket with a zip front. We have rib to the neck, the cuffs and the bottom. It's got a nice drop shoulder, a nice loose comfortable fitting shape, perfect for your little ones. We're going to have fun making this today. And what I'm going to be using today is a Minerva recycled fleece bag sweatshirting. This is stretch knit. This one right here is called Bubble Light. So it's a beautiful, bright, bold design. It's going to make a really fun little jacket. Wash and prepare that fabric before we get started. And of course, check your sizing with the pattern. So measure the little one or the young person that you're making for and check that the sizing is right just for you. And then when you've done that, we're ready to begin cutting our pattern pieces together. So let's go and do that now. Here are the pattern pieces for our bomber jacket. So this is the front piece. We're going to cut two, cut them as a pair. And here is the back. This one we're going to cut it on the fold. So the fold line is here. Cut one piece. Here is the sleeve. You're going to cut two pieces, cut them on the straight grain. The straight grain is this way. Make a note of your marking. Here we have the pockets. You're going to cut two. Now you're going to cut two in fabric and two in lining. Alternatively, you could cut four in lining or four in fabric. So I'll leave that to you. So here we have the cuffs. Again, you're going to cut two, this time in ribbing. The bottom band. This one you're going to cut one in ribbing. And this time you want to make a note of this broken line here and these markings. And then here we have the collar. This one you're going to cut on the fold. So the fold line is here, cut this one in ribbing. Now we're ready to begin making our bomber jacket. So first of all, you want to wind half of your thread onto your machine spool. Then when you've done that, check your machine needle. So today I'm using a ballpoint needle as it's stretch fabric. So you will need a jersey or a ballpoint needle for this fabric. So this one is a size 80. Do test this on a piece of scrap before we begin and just see what works best for you in your machine. When you've done that, we're ready to get started. So let's begin. So first of all, you're going to take your back piece and your front pieces and place them on like this, right sides facing. So we're going to place them on at the shoulder. And for this particular pattern, the seam allowances are 0.7 millimeters. Now they are this throughout unless I state otherwise. So one place where they differ is down the front zip, they are 1.2 centimeters. So I'll let you know when we get to that point. So 0.7 millimeters just here. Stitch that in place, and then when we've done that, we're going to edge finish it with either an overlock or a zigzag finish. Now you want to be using a slight stretch stitch throughout. Alternatively, you could use a zigzag stitch. So I'm using a zigzag stitch on mine. I've just made the stitch length smaller and the stitch width smaller. Now take your sleeve and right sides facing, place it at the armhole. So we want to line up this notch here with the shoulder. Make sure that your seam is pressed towards the back. Pin it in place and pin it the rest of the way. Now again, your seam allowance is going to be 0.7 millimeters. So just over half a centimetre. And once we've done this, we can edge finish it with either an overlock or a zigzag finish. So they are quite small seams throughout, but this does help save on wasted fabric, I think, if you've got small seams, especially on children's clothes, like this. Stitch that in place now. Now pin your pocket bags to the bottom of your jacket like this. So we're lining it up with the bottom and the corner. We're going to sew it down this side with a 0.7 millimeter seam allowance. So just over half a centimetre again. Now I'm using my lining piece on this one. Then this will flip to the inside and then I'm going to put my main fabric piece behind that. So I'm adding this piece first of all, so depending on whether you're using two pieces of lining or two pieces of fabric, this will vary. Stitch it down the side, do both on both sides, and then turn it to the inside. And I'm just going to understitch that just to keep that lining pocket to the inside. So press the seam out towards the pocket, just stitch it a few millimetres to the side. And as you see, this one will flip to the inside like this. Repeat that step on the other side. Now take your other pocket bag, so in this case this one is in the main fabric now. I'm going to place these two pieces on the back like this, again lining them up with the bottom and the side, stitch in place with a 7mm seam. Now bring the side seams together like this. We're going to flip the pockets out to the outside, line up the underarm seam. Now at this point we can stitch down the sleeve here with a 7mm seam allowance, reinforce at the underarm and stitch down to the top of the pocket. Reinforce at this part here, and then we're going to stitch around the pocket. You may also want to just secure it with a few stitches just at the bottom, just here, just at the bottom of the pocket opening. Then once we've done that, we can zigzag finish or overlock around our pocket pieces and also down our side seams. Now once you've overlocked around your pockets, pin it flat to the front like this, give it a press so that it's all lying flat, and we're going to top stitch it from the front around that curve. You may wish to mark with this with chalk just to make it a little easier to see, but you can feel it through the fabric. Now take your rib band for the bottom. You're going to line it up with the sides here and here, and also make sure the centre point lines up with the centre back, and you just want to pull on it slightly just to bring it to it. Once you've done that, we're going to stitch it in place with a 7mm seam allowance. Now you may wish to just press your band in half, wrong sides together, when you begin, so that's what I've done with mine just to keep it neat, and pull on it gently as you go. You will need your stretch stitch or zigzag stitch on again for this part. Now fold your neckband in half, again give it a press, so we've got right side on the outside. Find the centre back and also the centre back of the neckband and line that up and line it up with the edge of the jacket. We're going to pull on it slightly, pin it in place and stitch with a 7mm seam. Now you might find you need to take a little bit out of the top of your zip. Now I've trimmed mine just a couple of teeth down, but you will need to save this top part of the zip here, and what you can do with this then is just wrap it around the top of the teeth like this, and with your zipper foot we're going to stitch down this edge. Now this is just easier than just trying to remove the teeth with the pliers, and it can be quite tricky. So sometimes it's easier to just trim a little away at the top and then wrap this bit of binding back round so that you've got a definite edge, a definite stopper at the top there, look. Now just edge finish down the front edges of your jacket. Then at this point we're going to add in our zip. So we want to place it face down, pin it in place. So line it up with the bottom edge first of all. Stitch your zip in place with your zipper foot. Now line up the zip on the other side, again face down, making sure that the bottom And also the band is in line, just here, look. You might want to mark it with some chalk to make sure that lines up, and stitch that side in place. Now just flip it over and make sure that everything lines up. Now we will need to stitch back the zip here at the bottom with some hand stitches just to keep it to it on the inside. Now at this point you can add in a bias binding at the back neck just to neaten up that back neck edge there, just where the rib meets the jacket, and I'm going to stitch this in by hand. Now take your cuff pieces and sew the short edges like this. So we fold it in half. Next we're going to turn it so that those edges are on the inside. So we've got right side to the outside like this. And now we're going to stitch it to our sleeve. So we want the seam line here lining up with the seam line. Slip it over like this. Pin it in place. And you will need to stretch on it a little. So you might want to mark the halfway point on your sleeve or just pull it to it like this. So if you pull it and then pin it as you go around. And again we're going to stitch this with a 7mm seam. Once we've done that we can edge finish it with either an overlock or zigzag finish. Stitch that in place now. Well, I hope you've enjoyed sewing along with me today. I think this is a really lovely little jacket for your little ones. It's got a good size range, it's a nice easy make and really fun for holidays or the summer. Great to have in your wardrobe and in your pattern collection. Please let us know if you've made this pattern before. Remember to include any photographs because we do love to see what you've been making. You can take a look at the Minerva Craft Club if you'd like 10% off all your orders for a whole year, and of course create a free account with us. Well, that's all from me for today, but I hope to be back soon with more sewing inspiration for you. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye for now.